At George Mason University in Fairfax, Virginia. Congressman Don Beyer hosted today's event, calling it "Nevertheless, she persisted, fighting for equality." Actress and activist Jane Fonda was a special guest. The 82-year-old spoke to the crowd just hours after being arrested at the U.S. Capitol while protesting inaction on climate change.
We understand and we are comfortable with interconnectedness and collectivity. And it's why we are so important. If we're going to make this, it's going to be because women stuck together.
It's about trying to make sure that women in so many different ways, whether it's serving on corporate boards or leading advocacy groups in the community or just being paid fairly, that we're on a path that leads to full women's equality.
Jane Fonda tells us she is in the area until January, while here she plans to protest and demand action on climate change each Friday in front of the U.S. Capitol, and she says she expects to be arrested every week. All right, at the National Law Enforcement Memorial and Museum today, hundreds of people turned out for the annual Run for the Badge 5K. The event took place along E Street Northwest in front of the memorial and the museum. CEO Marcia Ferranto says both are great reminders of the service and sacrifice law enforcement officers make to keep our communities safe.
It was great to see all these people show up in support of law enforcement. When you walk through the memorial and you recognize the lives that have lived to keep us all safe. Our law enforcement officers live every day, the risks that they take every day, and the passion that each of them have for public safety.
Today's event also coincided with the Free Family Fun Day inside the National Law Enforcement Museum to celebrate the museum's first anniversary. And tomorrow, the Smithsonian Anacostia Neighborhood Community Museum will reopen after a 7-month renovation. The $4.5 million project includes building renovations, new landscaping, a vegetable garden, and an outdoor exhibit dedicated to the history of the Anacostia watershed.
Now, your WUSA 9 weather forecast, sponsored by Cox.
So we had a pretty mild day, but we're like full-fledged into fall.
We're in fall.
Yeah,
no 90s, no 80s.
Weather is lovely.
It's been great.
A little chilly tomorrow, though. A couple of layers, maybe?
You know, chilly already, actually. I normally don't show at 11 o'clock the current temperatures, but I want to show you these because we have our first pretty good frost of the season happening west of the divide. We're at 62 in D.C., but you head west. Look at this. Cumberland right now is 44. They are down to 39 in Petersburg and also 38 in Oakland. That is chilly if you're going to Deep Creek Lake this weekend. All right, tomorrow morning, waking up in the 50s in town. I've got suburbs in the 40s and then in the 30s west across the mountains. Even along I-81, Martinsburg could drop into the 30s because we don't have as much cloud cover around. Now, I mentioned this earlier. I teased ahead to that shower chance for tomorrow. I'm going to tell you, not everybody's going to get a shower. The best chance of showers, though, will end up being southeast of D.C., southern Maryland, and the northern neck. Let's go through Futurecast. First thing in the morning, cloud cover in town in south and east, but a clear skies to start you off along I-81. Cloud cover continues thickening up by noon, and then we go into the afternoon. I think this is the best chance of some showers in the afternoon, south and east of town. Futurecast, not overly excited this run, but some of my earlier runs were throwing a lot more shower activity out there near La Plata and Waldorf area. D.C., it looks pretty isolated. If you're north and west of town, you're just not going to see a shower for tomorrow. But the difference tomorrow is that we have cooler temperatures, only in the 60s versus today we made it up to 75. Army 10-miler tomorrow morning. I've got 50s, pretty nice running weather, not too much sun in your eyes, mostly cloudy skies, light northeast winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll head into the afternoon. Climbing by lunchtime to about 62, so light jackets if you're just going to be taking a stroll or doing brunch outside. Mid-60s to upper 60s for the afternoon. Now, what about the work week? Do the clouds stick around? Monday, kids are off of school. Clouds are pretty quickly out of here, and we're going to have a fantastic Monday. Look at this, mid-70s in the afternoon, mostly sun.